Imagine this. You're a solo founder. You've been building your startup for months. You ask your AI coding assistant to fix a credential mismatch on your staging server. 9 seconds later, your entire production database is gone. Your backups also gone. Your company functionally dead. That's not a hypothetical. That actually happened last week. And the AI agent that did it, it wrote an apology. On April 25th, a developer named Jer Crane was using Cursor, one of the most popular AI-powered code editors right now, to do routine work on his startup, PocketOS. He asked the built-in AI agent, which runs on Anthropic's Claude Opus 4.6, to fix a simple credential mismatch on a staging environment. Routine stuff. The kind of task you'd delegate to an AI assistant without thinking twice. Now here's where it gets wild. The agent hit the credential error, and instead of stopping and asking for help, it started problem solving on its own. It scanned the entire codebase. It found a broadly scoped API token sitting in a completely unrelated file. And then, without any confirmation prompt, without any human approval, it decided to use that token. It made a single API call to Railway, the cloud platform PocketOS was hosted on. That one call deleted the entire production database and the volume level backups. 9 seconds, one call, everything gone. And when Jer asked the agent to explain what happened, it responded, and I am not making this up, quote, I violated every principle I was given. The agent literally confessed. So how does an AI coding assistant go from fix this credential to delete everything this company has ever built? 4 failures stacked on top of each other. First, the API token. PocketOS had a Railway API token with way too many permissions. It wasn't scoped to just staging. It had full access to production resources, including the ability to delete volumes. That token was sitting in the codebase where the agent could find it. Second, Railway's architecture. Here's a detail that makes this so much worse. Railway stored the backups in the same volume as the production data. So when the agent deleted the volume, it didn't just wipe the database, it wiped the backups too. One deletion, total annihilation. Third, and this is the big one, there was no human-in-the-loop guardrail. The agent had the ability to execute destructive API calls without asking for permission first. No confirmation dialogue, no "are you sure" prompt, no sandbox. It just did it. And fourth, the agent's own reasoning. AI coding agents today are designed to be helpful. They're designed to solve problems autonomously. So when it hit a wall with the credentials, it did exactly what it was trained to do. It found another way. The problem is, finding another way meant rifling through the codebase for any token that might work, and using it without understanding the blast radius. Now, the good news, if you can call it that, is that the data was eventually recovered, but it took a 30-hour crisis. Jer Crane had to work with Railway's support team around the clock to reconstruct the database from fragments, logs, and whatever redundancy existed outside the deleted volume. On Monday, April 27th, he confirmed recovery. PocketOS survived, but barely. And here's the thing that should scare every developer watching this. Jer is technical. He understood what happened. He could work through the recovery. What happens when a less technical founder runs into this? What happens when a junior dev at a bigger company triggers the same kind of chain reaction? This isn't just a PocketOS story. This is a preview of what happens when we give AI agents real-world capabilities without real-world guardrails. Right now, millions of developers are using AI coding agents. Cursor, GitHub Copilot, Windsurf, Klein, every single day. These tools can read your files, run terminal commands, make API calls, and modify your infrastructure. And the trend is toward more autonomy, not less. OpenAI is building agents that control your computer. Google is building agents that browse the web for you. Anthropic is building agents that write and deploy code. Every major AI lab is racing to make agents more capable, more autonomous, more agentic. But capability without constraints is a loaded weapon with no safety, and we just watched it go off. The fixes here aren't complicated. Scope your API tokens. Don't store backups in the same volume as production. Require human confirmation for destructive operations. Sandbox your AI agents. These are basic security hygiene practices that existed long before AI. We just forgot to apply them to our new robot coworkers. But the deeper question is this: as AI agents get more powerful, who's responsible when they break things? Is it the developer who gave it too much access? The AI company that didn't build in guardrails? The cloud provider that let a single API call nuke everything? Or the agent itself, which, by the way, already knows it messed up? The honest answer? All of them. This was a chain of failures where every link had to break for the worst case to happen. The agent was too autonomous. The token was too permissive. The backups were too fragile. The platform allowed too much destruction from a single call. Remove any one of those failures and PocketOS survives. But they all failed. At the same time, on the same day. What happened to PocketOS is a precedent. It's the first documented case of an AI coding agent autonomously destroying a company's infrastructure. But AI agents are getting more capable every month. The tools they can access are expanding. The permissions developers give them are growing. If we don't build the guardrails now, confirmation prompts, permission scoping, sandboxing, blast radius awareness, this will happen again. And next time, the founder might not be technical enough to recover. The AI coding tool industry is selling speed. Build faster, ship more, let the agent handle the boring stuff. stuff, and that's genuinely valuable, until the agent handles something it shouldn't. The marketing says move fast. Nobody's marketing move fast and delete your entire production database, but that's what happened. An AI agent deleted an entire company's database in 9 seconds, wrote an apology, and the founder spent 30 hours pulling his startup back from the dead. 9 seconds to destroy, 30 hours to recover. One confirmation prompt could have stopped it all. Guardrails aren't a nice to have. They're the difference between a helpful tool and a loaded weapon. If that doesn't make you audit your API tokens tonight, I don't know what will. If you learned something, hit subscribe. I cover stories like this every single day. And if you're a developer, go check your permissions right now. Seriously, I'll see you in the next one.